Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Gulfstream Park here on Saturday. It is February the 10th, 2018. I'm going to look at the stakes races on today's program from Gulfstream, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5 for more selections for race courses around the world. The races I'll be looking at are the stakes races, races 9 and 10. So let's get on to it, to the featured 9th race. Can't speak all of a sudden. The featured 9th race from Gulfstream Park. It's the 33rd running of the Gulfstream Park Turf, Grade 1, purse $300,000. It's for 4-year-olds and upwards. Field of 8 horses going the distance of ground of 1,800 meters, if you want to go by that, or the distance of ground of 1 1/8 on the Gulfstream Park Turf course. Rails at 36 feet, so they'll be using the inner portion of the turf course. 1,800 meters, 1 1/8, and I show that diagram. Just gives me a second to look down my notes. Just bear with me. And but before I get onto this video, a lot of people have been messaging me on Twitter, on here on YouTube, about why don't I look at the races for the from America during the week. And simple answer is I find it boring. During the winter I always find the racing in America very boring, because it's just the same old basically shit every day. In April the racing gets better here, but during the winter time I like to look international. In next coming weeks I'll be looking at some more races from the United States, so just bear with me when that happens. But this Gulfstream card for Saturday is pretty nice. This 9th race, my top pick, I like the number 8 horse, number 8, Channel Maker. I'm going to go 8-5-1-6 in the superfecta, 8-5-1-6 super. Top pick number 8, Channel Maker, 10-1 here. This 4-year-old gelding by English Channel, who won the 2007 Breeders' Cup Turf at Monmouth in the absolutely pouring rain. Nick Juarez is on this one for Belmont. Most recently, his horse had to start the 25th of November, my birthday, at Del Mar, mile 8th in the Grade 1 Hollywood Derby. His horse finished second by a length that day. Sat towards the back of the pack that day and had a good turn of foot at the end. Just missed, but it was a great closing kick at 10-1 that day. I think with a little bit of a break on this race course, where this horse should run well, he should run a very good race. Started before the 20th of October. I came to Santa Anita, mile 8th in Twilight Derby. Tough race. This horse finished 4th by 3 3/4 lengths that day. Just sat way out of it. Just wasn't his day to win. And then the Turf Classic at Belmont, a mile and a half on the 30th of September. This horse finished 6th by 8 3/4 lengths. That's one of the toughest turf races in North America. This horse just really can keep up with them. But I do think the 1,800 meter trip, or the mile and 8 distance today, should really be up this horse's alley. I do think the favorite, Heart to Heart, is a very beatable favorite in the spot. His last few starts on this turf course haven't been very good, and I do think the 8 horse Channel Maker could get a good pace in this race to get a good closing kick at the end. It has run once on this turf course. That came last March in one of my favorite races, the Palm Beach. This horse finished 8th by 8 lengths that day. Didn't have a good trip, got bumped, a little bit tight, and didn't get a good closing kick at the end. Had just a horrible trip. But since then, this horse is facing some tougher horses. Best race this horse ever had was in the Breeders' Stakes at Woodbine, final leg of the Canadian Triple Crown. This horse won that day, going a mile and a half by nose. Great turn of foot at the end. I do think in this spot this horse should run a big one, so watch out for the upset. So to recap my bets for the 9th from Gulfstream Park, it's the Grade 1 $300,000 Gulfstream Park Turf. Gonna go with the 8 horse Channel Maker. Gonna go 8-5-1-6 in the superfecta. So now let's get on to race number 10 from Gulfstream. The 10th race, it's the 70th running of the Shawnee River Stakes. Grade 3, purse $150,000. It's fillies, mares, 3-year-olds, and upwards. Field of 9 horses going the distance of ground, again, of 1,800 meters, or 1 mile and 1/8 on the Gulfstream Park turf course. Rail this time is at 108 feet, so they'll be using the outside portion of the turf course. The outer turf course. My top pick in this race, I like the number 7 horse, Dream a While. I'm going to go 7-9-8-3 in the superfecta, 7-9-8-3 super. Top pick number 7, Dream a While, 10-1. Chad Brown trains this 4-year-old filly by Warfront. Irad Ortiz Jr. gets the leg up. They have a great combination, Irad and Chad Brown. But most recently, horse had a start to 30th of December. They came locally at Gulfstream Park. First outing here, mile 16th in the Tropical Oaks. This horse won by 3/4 of a length that day. Sat towards the back of the pack early, but closed up well at the end. Good victory. It was the horse's first start, second start stateside. It was an all-around great race. Start before the 9th of November. That came in Aqueduct, mile 16th, Optional 6-2 claimer. First starts in July. This horse finished 3rd by 3/4 length. Sat mid-pack, had a tiny bit of a kick at the end, but it wasn't enough to win. It just, it wasn't her day to win off the layoff. And then before that, she was running in France at Vichy, July the 17th, a mile and a quarter, 2,000 meters, and just a basic listed stakes. Horse finished third by 3/4 length that day. Didn't have the best of goings that day. Didn't quicken up with the rest of them. I don't think this horse got a good piece of that wet ground. But I do think with firmer ground, this horse will run a big one. I think the distance is right. I think this horse could get a good kick in the good pace in this race to close up with. So watch out for this one. So to recap my bets for the 10th from Gulfstream, it's the 70th running of the Shawnee River. Gonna go with the 7-horse Dream a While. Gonna go 7, 9, 8, 3 in the superfecta. So good luck to all, and please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5.